Welcome everyone to Beijing, China, the final day of competition of the Junior Grand Prix final. As we look at this beautiful, sprawling city of Beijing, home to 21 million people. The event's being hosted and held in the National Indoor Stadium in Beijing. I'm Ted Bard, along with Mark Hanratty, joining us from home in Nottingham.
I'm excited to return towards the junior men coming up. Just a challenging event it looked like for many in the pairs competition, Ted, but great to see a junior world record being broken for the winners, Metalkina and Beralava.
It was extraordinary performance indeed, and certainly a cut above, and they skated both junior and senior, and they certainly look senior on this day.
So we've seen now junior world records being broken in the ice dance competition and the rhythm dance. Junior world records being broken in the free skate and overall combined score in the junior pairs. Junior men to come, and I suspect we won't see junior world records, but hopefully all 6 men will go on to skate some of their personal bests as well.
Well, I love covering this event because you see the top 6 skaters in both the junior and senior in all the events, and so the events are short and they come quickly and they leave quickly, but it's so exciting. And as we sort of close out the first half of the season with the Grand Prix final,
I think what's really exciting at this stage in the season, also interesting to note where we are in this stage in the Olympic cycle as well. For so many of the seniors, they'll be trying to campaign towards making Olympic medals. For some of these juniors, depending upon their age, they might have their sights set on 2026 Olympics as well.
there is a look at the start order plus the placements after the short program, with the top 6 men in the Junior Grand Prix series this season starting in mid-August, following through to mid-October or early October, and then the Senior Grand Prix takes over from there. So we see the countdown on the clock above. We have quite the production here as we take a look at the officials for the junior men's free skating event.
And we keep referencing it, but there's no doubt that being in an Olympic stadium for the juniors is a huge excitement, and then also not for them just to be performing in such an incredible arena, but to be part of a bigger team, seeing the seniors. And for some of the skaters that we see on your screen now, the likes of Francois Pitot, who will be the first onto the ice, exciting for him to be alongside the likes of Kevin Amos and Adam Siahoon-Fa, his fellow Frenchmen who compete in the seniors ice dance.
Yeah, it could be daunting to a certain degree to be in such a big building after being on the Junior Grand Prix, but that's okay. It's a good contrast. Well, there is our first skater representing France, Francois Pitot, looking to have a better performance here in the free program. He's 6th after the short. Next up will be Daniel Martynov from the United States. Popped the big element yesterday in the short program, looking to fight back. Rio Nakata from Japan, 4th after the short program. And then Adam Hagara, currently sitting in 3rd place from Slovak Republic.
Representing Republic of Korea.
Juheon Lim from the Republic of Korea, 2nd after the short. And the leader,
Representing Republic of Korea.
Hyungyeom Kim.
Kim Hyungyeom. Skaters, your 6-minute warm-up begins now.
And there is the starting order. And interesting to see, Ted, from Francois Pitot, that he's been here in the venue supporting some of his teammates. He was watching Selena Fragin and Jean-Han Fourneau, the French ice dancers who competed in the rhythm dance, and of course, he will be eager to watch the senior event where Adam and Kevin compete, but he's cited that he wants to watch the senior men, but he wants to be alongside them on the French team for the European Championships. Because 3 men qualify for Europeans based on the results from last year's European Championships, and he wants to be on board with Kevin and Adam.
Yeah, and he mentioned that he most admires Adam's confidence with which he approaches his quads, and he also wants to learn that from him. And Kevin also has amazing jumps and outstanding artistry, so he certainly looks up to both Adam and Kevin and has a great opportunity to share this experience.
And now to Daniel Martynov. He came into the Junior Grand Prix final with the highest short program score of all the 6 men competing, but obviously had challenges in the short program. We'll be hoping to have some sort of redemption.
And interesting enough, Marky said that he would rate his nervousness in the short program as 5 out of 10, and that's quite high. So he wasn't totally on his game. He wants to fight back in the free program, and he is working on quads. You won't see them here today.
My nervousness was normally about 11 out of 10, so. And to Rio Nakata, the 15-year-old who many suspected would lead the field. It's not out with the realms of possibility still, but leaves himself with quite a lot to do. We'll be hoping to showcase that kind of quality as demonstrated there with that triple axel.
Yeah, and he mentioned after the short program, really want to show the world what he can do. It's my biggest competition yet so far, and that made me really nervous. Being the youngest competitor here, I feel like I'm so small and the others are so big. So it's a intimidating environment perhaps, but great experience gains. So I have to compensate by skating big.
And now to the 17-year-old Adam Hagara, who's the first Slovakian skater to win a Junior Grand Prix medal of any color in 26 years. And now he will be hoping to cling on to the bronze medal position he finds himself in after the short program.
He said it's a great feeling to be the first skater from Slovakia at the Grand Prix final. It's also a big responsibility. He actually broke his lace during warm-up and made everyone quite nervous for the moment. He managed to fix it okay. Those are the types of things we don't see, you know. No. Yeah, exactly. That always is a bit nerve-wracking. I think more for the coach. Quickly, time your skate.
And now to one of 2 Korean men, second place after the short program, the 18-year-old Juheon Lim, previously represented Canada, trained in Canada, now proudly representing Korea here.
Juheon said after the short program, I wanted to skate like in practice, but I realized the nerves when I took to the starting position. Didn't expect I would make it to the final this season. I just wanted to show my best during the Junior Grand Prix. My goal is to show my best now in the free skate.
And now to the leader, Hyungyeom Kim from Korea. He said he was barely nervous in this short program, but he's had a really busy season of late, and he just last week won the 2024 Winter Youth Olympics national qualifying competition, so he's on a roll at present.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? He said also after the short, I have no specific goal, but I am aiming to give 100% performance in both of my skates. And it's interesting when you don't have a placement goal necessarily, but a personal goal in your performance and what you know you can do, quite often takes the pressure off. Once you start thinking numbers, what will my score be and what will my placement be, you can't get to those numbers if you don't skate well, and that's got to be your focus.
And interesting having heard from the other men on the ice now who have referenced the nerves, that Hyungyeom Kim's mental aspect, mental process obviously played into his strength.
Well, will that be different now that he's in the lead?
Yeah.
You know, does that all of a sudden change? Wait a minute, I wasn't planning to be on the lead. I am in the lead, and now I'm being hunted down by the rest of the skaters. And, you know, this is such a mental game, as all sport is. You know, you can train and be physically fit and in great condition, both physically and mentally going into the competition. But in that environment, And as the environment changes, depending on what happens with the rest of the competitors, can you adapt? Can you keep your focus? And that is a skill learned over time.
And interesting to see how the seniors have coped with the stresses and the pressures. And some skaters, depending on their personality, really relish the competition, and seeing others is something that they'll choose to utilize. It always interests me as to who will watch their competitors and who choose to be blissfully ignorant to what's going on and focus on their own game.
Yeah, Mark, I was looking through the planned program content of these 6 skaters. Only 3 quads are planned, you know, obviously all with triple axles, but only 3 quads. We'll see how that gets delivered as we get started on the men's free program.
Our first skater represents France.
There is 18-year-old Francois Pitot, comes in ranked 3rd after the Junior Grand Prix Series, taking the silver in Bangkok and gold in Osaka. He's 6th place after the short program, wanting to leave this competition on a high 148.37 season's best, earning that in Osaka. Looking to beat that score right now as he will skate to Crimea River, performed by Michael Bublé.
Francois Pitot is applauded by coach Romain Ponsard as he concludes his free skate. Little shake of the head. It seemed, Ted, that he was having to work hard throughout the performance.
Yeah, really quick into rotation, but not quick on the checkout or the stopping of that rotation. And therefore, it sort of resulted in stepping out of the jumps or over rotation. We'll take a look at that. That opening triple axel, he was so jacked to do it, adrenaline flowing, and he shoved his way up and over rotated and had to step out. And that kind of set the tone, if you will, for the rest of the program.
I wonder how much the fall on the axle yesterday impacted him, or just whether or not the takeoff isn't feeling comfortable whilst he's here in Beijing.
Watch him accelerate off that takeoff, skid that edge, change the lean in the air, and just had to put his free foot down and save himself from falling. There's the second triple axel, harsh landing, but gets it done up into the double toe loop. Really great reaction. Another example of flipping out on the landing, not stopping the rotation in midair, or at least opening it up early enough. Here's a triple Lutz. This was more successful a little bit later in the program. Quick into rotation, and there he opens up early enough to get up into a double toe loop. Still not 100% comfortable for him.
It's interesting on that opening triple axel, the camera angle allowed us to see Romain Ponsard, his coach, just behind in the back of shot. And Romain could tell from the, you could sense Romain could tell from takeoff that it wasn't going to be the outcome that either of them wanted. And so the skater and the coach so attuned to every aspect and every fine detail of the biomechanics of these big jumps.
Yeah, you can tell pretty much on a skater's takeoff exactly what's going to happen, but it happens so quickly. It's very difficult to react. Oh, I'm on a big lean. Let me think about that and correct it. You know, you're in the air for less than half a second, so not a lot of time to sort of consider. You just have to be a reaction. Well, 148.37 is his season's best. 153.20 is his personal best in the free program, but I think he'll fall quite a bit short on that here with those mistakes today. Well, the free program score for Francois Pitot is 132.44. Of course, the first skater out in this event with a total competition score of 197.31. Doesn't break the 200-point mark on this day, but this part of the season is now complete, and he'll go back and get inspired by his colleagues and teammates and work towards national championships and the rest of the season. Our next competitor represents the United States of America, 17-year-old Daniel Martynov. Had a big mistake, of course, in the short program. Looks to sort of redeem himself. He's a strong technical skater. 140.85 is his season's best, as he will skate to iron by Woodkid.
Well, the rotation on his heel as a feature within the final spin is always impressive, but Daniel Martynov, the 17-year-old from the United States of America, will be disappointed. Risking big with the opening quad toe, but perhaps that exhausted him a little bit and incurring 2 further subsequent falls.
Well, he took 3 falls in this program, and we know how much energy it takes to get yourself up off the ice, catch up with your music, and with 3 of those in the program, he lost a lot of energy, and you need that energy on every element, on every step. And when you've expended more than you normally do in a training session, well, under the pressure and in the big lights, boy, he looked tired at the end of the program, that's for sure.
And he's a big jumper, he's an athletic jumper. Interesting, they're just going to the US team leader, going beyond his mum. I wonder if he's okay.
And here's the quad. See how low he is on that takeoff. Looked good in the air. Maybe a little under-rotated, really slow on the checkout, not only on this jump, but others as well. Here's the triple axel. That looked good in the air. Gets the free leg out slowly, so not enough time to... He pulls off the double toe loop, but still the reaction on the checkouts and on the landings, just a little sluggish today, Mark.
Yeah, and since he has so much power and athleticism, but obviously with that level of physical exertion, coupled with the falls that took place, just depleted his energy resources. Great outside edge on takeoff, and I think I've seen him do quad loops in practice, or heard that he's working on quad loops in practice as well, and certainly at the very end of the program the triple loops looked comfortably easy. But it's definitely one thing being able to do things in practice and another thing being able to replicate.
The timing on the stopping of the rotation and getting the free leg back was really off in this program. Couldn't find that natural timing. On the takeoff, yes. On the landing, no. It eluded him today.
And interesting, this is his second quad toe attempt in competition. He used it at the Warsaw Cup last month, choosing to still push himself, obviously with a view to, moving forward to the US Nationals Championships, knowing that having a quad is what he'll need to be competitive as he makes that transition into seniors.
Yeah, he's trying to do the right things. There's no question of that. He's preparing himself, but he's not there yet. It's sort of like, you're training to increase your difficulty and your quality, but it's not there in practice or in competition. That's time. That's simply time, training. And this is the 3rd time away in Europe or in Asia. So a lot of his time this season has been preparing for a competition as opposed to the improvements, but that'll come in the next little while. 117.24, that is way shy of his season's best with a 183.47. Second skater out. Finds himself in 2nd place with 4 to come. Disappointing, part of the pathway, part of the journey.
Our next skater represents Japan. Nakata, Rio.
Well, from Japan, 15-year-old Rio Nakata, the winner in Bangkok, performed a beautiful quad toe loop there, silver in Istanbul. Softly spoken young man, very focused and wants to really upgrade his performance from the short program. He'll need a 126 to take the lead. He has a personal best of 148. And he'll skate to blunt instrument, Reddings on the wall, and James Bond. Wow.
He joked about how he couldn't help himself from having a fist pump at the Japanese Junior Nationals just recently on the landing of the quad toe. He didn't quite fist pump, he just clenched his fist in excitement on the landing of the quad toe here, but very deserved celebration now for Rio Nakata. 1 quad, 7 triples, 2 double axles, and a completely clean skate that will be hard to beat in the free skate here in Beijing in the Junior Grand Prix.
2 triple axles. I think you said double. But anyways, nevertheless, yeah, he had the right combination of aggression and control. He was jacked. He had adrenaline flowing through his veins, and that can be too much. It can be all-consuming. But he had the right amount of control, particularly on the checkouts and the landings. That was in the zone skate. That was great. I think you'll see a season's best by quite a bit. Let's take a look at the quad toe. Great knees on the takeoff, straight in the air. Gets a free leg out beautifully, strong back. A little fist pump there, Mark.
It was there.
Yeah. Nice triple axle, triple toe loop. What a great start to the program. And once you start feeling you can't make a wrong step, you just let it go on automatic pilot. And so he did.
It's a gorgeous air position here.
Wow. And fist pump as well. A great speed into and through that sequence there. All the jumps had great momentum and acceleration on the takeoffs and great flow on the landings.
Great cantilever, and the highest score of the 6 men in the free skate is 158.34. That was the score that Juheon Lim posted on the Challenger Series in a senior event. I think what Rio Nakata has just done will top that. And as I say, hard to beat, but he is 10 points behind Hyungyeom Kim after the short program.
Well, he's making a bid for the podium, and that is only 4 points away for the bronze medal, but we'll see what happens here. So his personal best is 148.80, and this score is 160.06. Season's best by 12 points, and he's pointing at the screen. Look at that. 227.77 for Rio Nakata of Japan. He not only takes the lead, he takes a commanding lead. 2 skaters to come. Wow, that was electric. Pardon me, 3 skaters yet to come. And our next competitor represents the Slovak Republic, 17-year-old Adam Hagara. He owns 7 international medals and 2 national titles. He won in Linz, Austria, struggled in Budapest, but made the final. Finds himself in 3rd place after the short program, but he's got some work to do. He'll need a 156 to take the lead. His personal best is 148. He'll skate to Dream On by Aerosmith.
Well, Adam Hagara has done so much for Slovakian skating. As I mentioned, the first to win a gold medal on the Junior Grand Prix and the first Slovakian skater to be at the Grand Prix final. A good skate, a solid skate, and his consistency is demonstrated yet again, but just a chance to be up against the brilliance of what was just delivered by Rio Nakata, who's nipping at his heels behind him.
Well, Adam really kept his energy throughout that program. He had a turnout, I think, on one of the opening jumps, but good adjustment also on that triple flip, triple toe loop. He had an amazing adjustment. He was going back on the heel after the flip and just was patient enough to get the free leg back. The rest of the program skated kind of effortlessly. He had speed going in, speed coming out. But lots of work to do on quality and details and spins. As we see the triple axel, top of the program, gets the free leg back in time, double toe loop. Good start, but a little wobble, not a big deal. And then there's the triple flip. Watch him here, goes back, gets the free leg back quickly up into the triple toe loop. Well done.
As we see the spins, as you're saying, to just the speed, the quality, the position to push the grades of execution. Adam doesn't have the quad toe that Rio Nakata had, and so without that, then it becomes very much down to grades of execution and the components. That was a fantastic transition though into the triple flip double axels.
Yeah, he seemed to have a little bit more energy at the end of the program than he did at the beginning. But overall, as you mentioned, Mark, it was a good skate for Adam and a good year qualifying here, setting an example for other skaters from Slovakia and perhaps an inspiration for the next generation.
They're the coaches of the next skater, but Adam's competed at European and World Championships already, so he's had exposure to other seniors, but now being a part of the Grand Prix final, he's around all the best in the world, so that'll hopefully motivate him for next season's IC Championships.
Well, his season's best 148.51 does fall a little bit short here, 141.83. That is second, of course, in the free program with a 213.26, and that'll put Adam, at least for the moment, into second place. Hello back home. The next, our next skater represents the Republic of Korea, 18-year-old Juheon Lim. And he finds himself in second place behind his teammate, 18 years old, the 158.34 personal best in the free program. He'll need a 154.06 to take the lead as he will skate to Game of Thrones.
Well, great choreographic sequence to conclude the free skate for Juheon Lim. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out now. Mistakes on both the axles. Oh, it's going to be tricky now.
Yeah, and I thought the choreographic sequence, the steps at the end of the program, gave him an elevated presentation, at least at the end. But through the rest of the program, there's not a lot of transitions, not a lot of a connection with the music. And if the elements were a little bit off, which they were, some were good, but some had some mistakes as well and lack of quality, then that sort of, you know, it's going to be tough to hold on to his current position.
I completely agree in regards to the presentation, and the judges are meant to consider their component scores based on percentage of what is done throughout the program, but you can't help but think if he ends on a high, that is going to help the judges to be perhaps a little bit more positive in regards to the presentation and composition.
Yeah, feel that there's maybe more than there was because you saw it at the end. As we see the step out on the triple axel, second triple axel here, arms and free leg lifting up off the ice, and just does not get that free leg back quick enough, and both triple axels on the quarter, or the second one on the quarter.
About the edge on that takeoff as well there, the triple flip, as to whether or not that was a back outside rather than the back inside.
You could see him fighting for the landings, as you see him turn upside down, get a feature, difficult variation in that camel spin, but he was fighting for everything. It just wasn't 100% on top of his game.
And this going to be a hard head because Rio Nakata, of course, was so brilliant, and he will lead the field, and I think that's a comfortable skater that he will continue to ascend over. However, for Juheon Lim, he needs 139 points to stay ahead of Adam Hagara from Slovakia, so for him to have a chance of a medal, it's going to now be quite tight.
Yeah, well, his season's best is 158.34, which is a pretty good score, but he's going to fall way short of that through the small little errors that sort of plagued him throughout the program, and then also the lack of connection to the music, at least until the end of the program. Let's take a look at the scores. 136, that is significantly lower than the season's best, 0.27. That is third in the free program with a 209.99. That is also third, and that will find him most likely off the podium with one skater to come. The final competitor in the junior men's free program, 17-year-old Hyungyeom Kim from Korea. He is very strong quad toe. We'll see that probably at the beginning of the program. All the jumps have solid technique. He won silver in Linz, won in Budapest. 155.22 is his season's best. He'll need just a 150.77 to take the title as he skates a Requiem for Dream.
The leader after the short program of Hyungyeom Kim from Korea. You can see green lights for 10 of the 11 elements. Fascinating. Simulating the takeoff of the quad toe, the only element that had the red box assigned to it because of that opening fault.
Well, he certainly fought all the way through this program. And, you know, you've got to think that it's going to be pretty close for Rio Nakata to perhaps have enough to take this title. We'll see. Yeah, as we start to look at the scores coming in. Go ahead, Mark.
But I just thought, as the tech panel reviewed things, I thought the triple toe at the end of the triple lutz was short of rotation. And the tech panel are just reviewing that now. Should that be the case, then that score will continue to drop lower. We'll see.
Yeah, quarter. It's on the quarter. So this is going to be very tight. And I think also, to be fair, you know, he really fought through this program and did some good work, some good elements, a little under on that. And then let's watch, here's the triple toe loop. But it's also perhaps, again, the lack of transitions and steps between the elements and quality in some cases. A great fight.
Skating skills, I think, also for Rio Nakata, the current leader, also stronger. But interesting, Hyungyeom Kim was explaining that so many events, as we look at this, the triple lutz, he's just qualified to compete at the Winter Youth Olympics, as we see those under rotations, and he couldn't relax enough to enjoy sightseeing here. He's so consumed with all that's going on in his competitive career, as we see the triple loop double axel, and it's striking that balance for these young athletes, is being able to perform as elite skaters, but also being able to be in the moment, and hopefully beyond this, enjoy some of the chance to be in Beijing.
Well, it's a big moment in their lives, and they don't have a lot of experience in coping with that. The seniors do, more so, but even for them, it's stressful. And managing your thoughts and your time, you're sitting around a lot, waiting for practices and waiting for buses and trying to sleep while your brain is working. Let's take a look at the scores. This will determine the podium. 146.60, second in the free program with a total competition score of 223.61, and he takes the silver. He drops out of the gold medal position to take home the silver. As we see, Rio Nakata of Japan moved all the way up with a brilliant skate. Wow. And Adam Hagara takes the bronze medal.
This concludes the junior men's free skating.
Not a brilliant evening of skating, must say. Brilliant athletes, it's not the issue, but not a brilliant evening other than Rio Nakata's free program. Mark, your final thoughts.
Yeah, completely agree. Rio Nakata, I think, the worthy and deserved winner. Amazing to see Adam Hagara, first Slovakian skater to get to the Grand Prix final, coming in with a medal, but certainly not the personal bests that all six men would have been dreaming of achieving whilst here in Beijing.
Yeah, I think we've seen these skaters perform better on the Junior Grand Prix to get here, but perhaps, even though they've had like 6 weeks to prepare, the pressure of the big moment, under the big lights. As we take a look at the bronze medal winner, Adam Hagara from Slovakia, consistent skater, had great energy throughout the whole program and managed to hold that program quite nicely together to grab the bronze. So consistent, lots of work on polishing to do with positions and connection with the music, and that will come moving from junior into senior. What a great job.
And here the leader after this short program, Hyungyeom Kim from Korea, a fall on the opening quad toe is the reason that he drops from first to second place. He had a 10-point margin over Rio Nakata, but unfortunately some mistakes mid-performance, including these slightly under-rotated jumps, prevent him from taking the title. But he moves on now to the Winter Youth Olympic Games in Gangwon.
There is the winner with a brilliant performance. Look at that quad toe right here. Beautiful in the air. It was a +3, I believe, for GOE with a little fist pump. Rio Nakata of Japan moves all the way up. He had the confidence, he had the adrenaline, and he had the control throughout this program. Beautiful triple axel, triple toe loop. Really couldn't misstep in this whole program as he takes the title here at the Junior Grand Prix final. That concludes our coverage of the junior men's free program. Up next will be the medal ceremony. Stay with me for that. And Mark, we know that you'll prepare for the senior events coming up in just a little while. But thank you as always.
Yes, thank you. Wonderful skating from the juniors. Congratulations to all of them and their teams. And now we look forward with excitement to see what the seniors will perform.
Well, up next, the medal presentation. The senior, or for the junior men, the junior pair, and the junior dance. Can't emphasize enough whether this juniors skated well or not. The experience gained here in competing in the same venue with their seniors from their own team or from teams around the world was invaluable. To be inspired, to learn, to face the big arena and the big lights, the big moments. You can be a great skater, but you have to learn to be a great competitor in different phases and different times, moments of importance. We have to give a big shout out to the Figure Skating Federation of China for such a wonderful presentation of this event, particularly the pre-event show, and of course the medal presentation as well. You can see that this building is packed with lighting effects, which are quite spectacular and add so much to the environment. What a great job. Still to come after the medal presentations for the junior men, the junior dance, and the junior pairs will be the senior free dance, followed by the senior women's free, and we will close out the 2023 Grand Prix Series final with the senior men's free program. We see the lights starting to light up the presentation area, and the moment that some of the athletes had dreams of, but maybe didn't expect, to be able to stand on the podium, and for those special athletes to hear their national anthem played as we welcome you into the victory ceremony for the junior men.
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2023 Victory Ceremony Junior Men.
2023到2024赛季国际滑联世界花样滑冰大奖赛总决赛青年组男子单人滑颁奖仪式现在开始。
Third and winner
Well,
of
not
the
only
bronze
the
medal.
first Slovakian skater to qualify for the Grand Prix final, in this case the Junior Grand Prix final, but the first one to take a medal here, to win the bronze medal, Adam Hagara. Had the pleasure and honor to interview him this season on the Junior Grand Prix. What a nice young man, so focused, so kind and thoughtful, and so consistent in his skating.
Second
What a
and
proud
winner
moment.
of the silver medal.
银牌获得者
From
The silver
Republic of
medalist
Korea,
here, leader after the short program,
Hyungyeom.
Hyungyeom Kim from the Republic of Korea. Fought his way, but it was just not there as the gold medal winner had a brilliant performance. But Hyungyeom Kim takes home the silver. Still, what a wonderful honor as he moves on to the Youth Olympic Games. And all these young men are so friendly with each other, and some great camaraderie and friendships that will last a lifetime.
From Japan.
And the winner from Japan, what a skate, what a focused, determined young man, Rio Nakata. He was determined to skate clean, whatever that meant in the end result. It was his focus to lay down that performance, and it was enough to take the title. Great speed, great consistency, great energy from first step to the final note. The champion here in Beijing. The youngest competitor in the event.
Please welcome Juheon Lim, International Skating Union representative.
下面有请国际滑冰联盟代表吉尔吉·艾莱克为获奖运动员颁
Jorgi
发奖
Elek,
牌。
representing the International Skating Union, presents the medals, and special moments for these young men, and kind of new experience for them in this huge venue with this amazing lighting and beautiful medals. Such a proud moment. Not quite sure always how to act and how to be gracious and how to be proud of what they've accomplished.
Please welcome Chen Jie, Deputy Director of Beijing Municipal Bureau of Sports.
有请北京市体育局副局长陈杰为获奖运动员颁发纪念品。
He will award the gifts.
It's quite an experience for these young men coming out of the junior ranks. We have such a wonderful Junior Grand Prix series that travels around the world, and it's exciting in its community and its family, but it's not at this stage, this level of presentation.
Please welcome the referee.
Rio just trying to figure out, where do I hold the gift?
And the technical controller, Cynthia Benson.
有请本次比赛裁判长及技术监督向获奖运动员表示祝贺。
They extend
Fabio Bianchetti.
congratulations to the medalists.
And Cynthia Benson, congratulations to the athletes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the winner.
And what a
女士
special
们、先生
moment
们，请
for
起
any
立，
athlete,
奏
anywhere.
日本国歌。
these are your medalists.
I can't help but think what was going through Rio's mind as he watched his flag rise to the ceiling and hear the national anthem, perhaps dreaming for 2030, the Olympic Games. What will that be like? It's a long journey to get to that point. This is just one of the stepping stones along the way. Kind of hard to get smiles out of these young junior men. It's, in some cases, kind of an overwhelming experience. The focus for these young skaters is their performance. So then they're on a podium and a big stage, and how to be and how to feel. But here, they'll be more comfortable with the photos and their flags. Whoa. A fall, just not seeing the carpet. He's okay. Now a moment, photo with the journalists. It's a great experience on this day. The great memories will live forever as they go forward in life. Sometimes you just don't realize how wonderful it can be. Finally a smile on the face of Rio Nakata of Japan. He's so stoic and sort of taking this all in, and certainly feeling something inside, not showing too much outside, but that was nice to see him relax and smile and enjoy a moment.
Thank you, skaters.
再次感谢获奖运动员。
There they go, the medalists for the men's event in juniors as we continue the medal presentation, victory ceremony.
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2023. Victory Ceremony, Junior Ice Dance.
2023到2024赛季国际滑联世界花样滑冰大奖赛总决赛青年组冰上舞蹈颁奖仪式现在开始。
Third and winners of the bronze medal.
铜牌获得者
From
Winning the
Germany,
bronze medal,
德国组合
representing Germany,
and Michael Savitsky.
Darya Grimm and Michael Savitsky. What a difficult and wonderful free dance they presented today to take the bronze. Extremely detailed and complicated and beautifully delivered, and what a wonderful way to finish the first part of this season. This team just simply gets stronger with every competition.
Second and winners
Big
of the
smiles,
silver medal.
wonderful moment of pride as we take a look at the silver medalists
Elizabeth
from
Kachenko
Israel,
and
Elizabeth
Alexei
Kachenko
Kilyakov.
and Alexei Kilyakov. They were also brilliant with such energy and detail and passion for performance. They've been together for so many years. They skate as one and simply know where each other is at all times. Real partnership. You'll see this team continue to improve and grow into seniors. Many years yet to come in their career.
First and winners
And
of
the
gold
champions
medal.
for the Junior Grand Prix final in ice dance, Leah Nesset and Artem Markelov of the United States.
Leah Nesset and
They
Artem
were
Markelov.
simply brilliant, breaking the world record in the rhythm dance for juniors. Class all the way, such wonderful quality on all their elements and presentation. So heartfelt and so real. This team has a very, very bright future. As they were here in Beijing to watch the current generation of seniors with their brilliance, with their eyes clearly set on being at the senior level at an event such as this in the future. Great camaraderie and sportsmanship by all these athletes. They're not only incredible sportsmen and athletes, they're wonderful people.
Please welcome Hyungyeom Lim, International Skating Union representative.
下面有请国际滑冰联盟代表吉尔吉·艾莱克为获奖运动员颁发奖牌。
He will award the medals.
This presentation has very much an Olympic feel to it, with the music and the lighting and the style in the class. Beautifully done. And might serve as moments of inspiration for these young athletes, helping to clearly set their goals on perhaps 2030 Winter Olympic Games.
Please welcome Li Li, General Secretary of the Chinese Figure Skating Association.
有请中国花样滑冰协会秘书长李丽为获奖运动员颁发纪念品。
She will award the gifts. Please welcome the referee, Jennifer Mast, and the technical controller, Christina Hurt.
有请本次比赛裁判长及技术监督向获奖运动员表示祝贺。
They extend congratulations to the medalists.
The officials for this event sending congratulations to the athletes and congratulations to all the officials here at the Grand Prix Junior and Senior Final.
Ladies and
all the
gentlemen,
work that
please
they do.
rise for the national anthem of the winner.
女士们、先生们，请起立，奏美国国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
女士们、先生们，让我们向获奖运动员表示热烈的祝贺。
Well, now many of these athletes that are concluding the competition today some will skate in the exhibition tomorrow, and some will take some time to visit the city or perhaps the Great Wall or the markets before they go home. The holidays coming up, these teams will go back home and perhaps take a couple days off, get back onto the ice and begin their work towards their national championship in December and January as the second half of the season begins. Getting ready for the Junior World Championship a little bit later this season in Taipei City. We'll be there covering the action. Different size flags. Well, it's moments like this and memories like this that will take these skaters back to the rink, the cold rink, early in the morning or late at night to continue their training, to perhaps have another dream and another vision later on in their career for moments like this.
Thank you, skaters.
再次感谢获奖运动员。
The last few pictures from their team leaders and colleagues as they get prepared for the final junior victory ceremony awards. And now the victory ceremony for junior pairs.
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating Final 2023 Victory Ceremony Junior Pairs.
2023到2024赛季国际滑联世界花样滑冰大奖赛总决赛青年组双人滑颁奖仪式现在开始。
Third and winners of the bronze medal
红牌获得者
from Canada.
加拿大组合
Winning the bronze medal from Canada, Jasmine Desrochers and Kieran Thrasher. New team this season, very inexperienced in skating in pairs for Jasmine, but this team has come together so quickly and so much more to come. Of course, Kieran, the former partner, and they were on the Junior Grand Prix, so lots of experience for Kieran, but a new one for Jasmine. So much learning in such a short period of time, and much more to come, of course, and knowing where their shortcomings are and what they have to do to continue to improve. They'll focus now on the national championships in Calgary, Alberta. Wrong podium step for Jasmine. There's Kieran's experience. Say, no, not there. We're here. Well done. And the silver medalists from Canada, Eva Kemp and Jonathan Elizarov. What a great improvement this team has made this season. What a consistent, strong performance here in the free program as they grab the silver. A moment of pride for two junior Canadian teams. Final here in Beijing. As they congratulate their teammates. What a special moment. compete against each other, they travel with each other, they support one another, and now they share.
First, and winners of the gold medal.
金牌获得
And
者
clearly the gold medalists here, extraordinary quality and skill from Georgia, Anastasia Medalpina and Luka Birolova. Wow, that was a demonstration of the highest level of junior pair skating. And this team also competes in senior. They will continue to rise on the world rankings and fit very nicely into the mix in senior pairs as their career continues. So nice and special to see the camaraderie and their sportsmanship, the friendly nature in which they compete against each other and share these special moments. And another lift onto the top of the podium.
Please welcome Juheon
Thrilling
Lim,
moment.
International Skating Union representative.
下面有请国际滑冰联盟代表吉尔吉·艾莱克为获奖运动员颁发奖牌。
He will award the medals.
These moments only fuel the fire to experience more.
Please welcome Chen Jie, Deputy Director of Beijing Municipal Bureau of Sports.
有请北京市体育局副局长陈杰为获奖运动员颁发纪念品。
He will award the gifts. Please welcome the referee, Andrea Derby, and the technical controller, Anna Siroska.
有请本次比赛裁判
Anna
长及技
Sorelska,
术监督向
technical
获奖运动
controller
员
on the
表示
technical
祝贺。
panel.
They
Andrea
extend
Derby
their
from Canada, the
congratulations to the medalists.
referee. For all the officials, it's also an honor to be invited to officiate at such prestigious events. We thank them for all their time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the winner.
女士们、先生们，请起立，奏格鲁吉亚国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
女士们、先生们，让我们向获奖运动员表示热烈的祝贺。
The final formal photographs of the final victory ceremony for the Junior Grand Prix. Now these young athletes will enjoy watching their colleagues in the senior events. Coming up after this will be the senior free dance, followed by the senior women and the senior men. Mark will be taking you through the senior free dance. I'll join him for the senior women and senior men a little bit later on. So much more to come from Beijing as these athletes get to watch the seniors take to the ice and learn from their journey as well. Lots probably learned and discussed at the hotel and during the meals and on the bus rides, as well as watching from the stands. The juniors are now over. They'll finish out this day in this competition. The senior event's coming up shortly. Many of these photographs will be flying around the world and in skating websites and magazines, and inspiration for the next generation of young athletes in these countries. Many young skaters perhaps watching this broadcast itself and wanting or dreaming to be standing someday on the international stage wearing a medal such as that wrapped in their flag. It's a moment that's indescribable until you've lived it. And once you've felt it, you want it again. It's special, and very few people get to experience it. A little instruction from the head photographer and some direction for the final formal photographs. There are the two Canadian teams. That's quite extraordinary and special.
Thank you, skaters.
再次感谢获奖运动员。
As we wrap up the ceremonies for the junior Grand Prix final. Up next will be the senior free dance, followed by the senior women and the senior men. Make sure you join Mark Hanratty for the coverage of the senior free dance. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Thank you for watching.